Hi everybody, I hope you're enjoying what's left of the summer. Still maybe spending some time outdoors, getting some fresh air, some daylight and sunshine. It is very important that you do that, especially before the weather starts getting colder. I wanted to share something that I've been reading about, and I am sure a lot of you are also aware of. So this is something that is becoming a huge problem. And if you know about microplastics, so what is microplastics, or what are microplastics? So microplastics are microbeads, or little particles that come from plastic, from many different things that we use, like water bottles, synthetic clothing that is mostly made out of polyester, also tea bags. This is also found in a lot of cosmetics and products that we use every day. It's really hard to avoid them, but there is always solutions. So I just wanted to share, number one, that these microplastics are or can affect our health. They can be hormone disruptors, which can cause a lot of issues like autoimmune disease. They can also cause heart disease and cancer. And many studies have shown that a lot of these microplastics are not only in the environment, like the water, the oceans, the soil, but it is also has been found also in our bodies, in people's bodies. So I just wanted to give you a couple of tips. It is always important to find solutions instead of just being focused on the problem. So that way we can all maybe start making changes, and you can also start protecting yourself, teaching others, so there's more awareness and we can maybe start making some changes. So how do we limit the exposure? So I'm going to give you very simple tips that you can start from home. And I hope you're already doing this, but if you are not, these are things that you can practice every day. So one of the things that most people do, and a lot of us do, is drinking from plastic bottles. This is something that we should really avoid, especially if they are being left in the car, if they're exposed to the heat or hot temperatures. That's actually worse. It can make all these little particles and all the chemicals that come from plastic go into your body, and also in the water that you're drinking. So avoid drinking from water bottles. Maybe have a a bottle that you can use, like a stainless steel or maybe glass, and just make sure that you carry your water in a bottle like that. Also, plastic food containers. If you're someone who takes lunch to work, or if you like to pack your snacks and your foods, and if you are going to warm it up in a microwave, it is very important that you use glass or ceramic containers, no plastic. And a lot of these meals that are microwavable, or like that are already ready for you to eat, they are very contaminated with plastic. So I recommend that you maybe prep simple meals, maybe you do some food prepping, and you store it in glass or ceramic containers so you can warm it up and have safer meals, also healthier, and of course reduce the exposure to these plastic or microplastic particles. Also, avoid tea bags. This is a research that I was reading. If you're someone who enjoys tea like I do, I actually was trying to find solutions. I was trying to read about specific brands. It's very vague. They don't share a lot of information of which ones are safe and which ones are not, but it is recommended that you buy loose tea. So this is something that you can buy in a big bag. You can also buy it in a container, and you can just make tea in a very simple basic way. So you just warm up your tea, put the loose tea, and just steep it and enjoy your tea. Another one is the cosmetics. So maybe trying to use less products that are not necessary for your skin, maybe for your daily facial care that you do, your facial routine that you do. There's a lot of things that we apply on our bodies, and our skin is the biggest organ that we have in our body. So everything that we put on is being absorbed, and this is definitely affecting our health. And it's just better that we probably just start with these simple practices. Microplastic is not only found in the water, in the soil, but is also found in some foods like seafood, especially mussels and shrimp, animals that clean up the bottom of the oceans, and they're eating all these residual pieces of plastic that are being thrown in the water, that they're also being washed into the oceans because of the rains, because there's so much plastic in the planet. So really try to limit the use of plastic, maybe buy things that do not come in plastic, or just make sure that you recycle them, so that way we can start helping not only the environment, but also make changes, so that way we can also protect not only our health but the health of others. All right, guys, I hope this was helpful. I hope you continue to read about this topic and you can start practicing simple ways to avoid the exposure of microplastics in our environment and in our bodies. Have a fantastic week.